Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. We're doing a mystery beer, and I guess you probably guess it, but anyway, so I'll open it. Y'all will know what it is by the title. Can't see your glass that's over there.
Oh, it's an aluminum bottle.
Yeah.
Aluminum bottle.
Bottle, all right. Here you go. Today we're using these Pabst chalices. I think that's even.
Foreign or domestic?
Domestic.
Domestic. What's the alcohol of this?
6.7.
6.7.
Yeah. Well, that's the ABV. It's amber, I guess you call this, huh? Smells lemony. The head was kind of creamy, cream colored. The body is clear and amber. I mean, the appearance is clear amber with some lazy bubbles, ascending bubbles. Lemon in the nose and brown bread crust. Maybe that's white bread crust. I want to retract that.
No, it's that road meal stuff you always talk about.
Yeah, well, it's brown.
It's amber. It's an amber ale.
Well, it is literally an amber.
Well, it tastes like one. It's got the tea going on with it too. That tea aftertaste.
It does.
That you get with amber ales. It's got a little sweetness. It's almost like a little sweet tea in it. A little sweet tea.
Just like a
With the lemon, like you said, so it makes it almost like an iced tea beer.
dry finish, medium body.
Same color.
Yeah. And you know, to me, this is me. Once again, I'm saying this beer has, and it's not Belgian because it's not from Belgium, but it has a Belgian yeast taste. You know, that weird spice bread flavor that these Belgians have. So I'm wondering if they're using Belgian ale yeast in this. Or lager yeast, if it's a lager, because I never said which one it was. What about bitterness? Sweetness is kind of moderate, right? Like 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes.
The bitterness, I mean, it's almost like I'm drinking an iced tea beer. It's almost like you can taste an iced tea-ness to this. Almost like a brew tea that got cold.
And you're not detecting a lot of bitterness.
There's bitterness, but it's the same that you get off of drinking iced tea.
That's a different kind of bitter. Like my mother used to drink the unsweetened tea. I could never drink it because it was just so bitter, you know?
Yeah,
The tea leaf bitter.
If you don't like sweet tea, you gotta put just a little sugar in it to kind of knock that off.
Because it's like a real dry bitterness, you know, like leaf. You know, the hop bitterness is different because hop bitterness is like savory. I can tell you the IBUs on this, and the number does not seem to match the experience. But that's why some companies like Bell's.
I'm not detecting 6.7. 6.7 in this? I'm not detecting it.
The Bell's company doesn't like to list IBUs because they said a lot of times the number doesn't match when you taste. The can says it's 79 IBUs, but I don't see that. But I'm sure their gauge is showing 79 because it's a gauge that measures it. And it's showing 6.7. Maybe their equipment's bad. Well, how do you score this item?
It's pretty good.
There is a website listing for it too, by the way. For once. It would sneak up on you because it does not, like you said, it does not taste like 6.7. But I bet if you start drinking
Well, it just doesn't taste like a heavy beer. It tastes like it's a light beer. I mean, I wouldn't judge it by alcohol. Just usually heavy. I've had light alcohol beers that taste heavy.
You talked about amber ale. Now, what is the real famous amber ale across the United States that everybody likes to buy? Well, not everybody, but many people.
Abita?
That's an amber lager.
No.
No, you know, Fat Tire.
Oh.
You see that at a lot of stores.
Oh yeah.
How do you think this compares to that? Although I didn't say this was an amber ale, but you mentioned amber ale, so I brought Fat Tire into play. It's so famous, you know.
It's okay. I mean, it tastes like the same ounce, but doesn't have that 2-row going on with it. I'm not detecting the 2-row hop.
2-row barley, you mean?
Yep, that's what I said.
No. Well, they might be using 2-row or 6-row or a combination.
I don't know. The whole 6.7 is throwing me off. I'm sitting there thinking, usually I can match the color and taste of the alcohol.
Well, before you try to guess the product, how would you score the product?
Oh, it's an A.
Oh, an A. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a low A, like an A minus. I'd say. I give it like a 91.
That's exactly what I scored it yesterday.
Really?
91. I'm not joking.
Huh?
Craziness.
Unbelievable.
True story, though.
I'm just not for sure what it is.
So you want me to show you? Because
well, you said it's domestic, so and you said it's kind of popular.
no, I said Fat Tire was.
You
I
alluded.
I said Fat Tire was really popular. I would say this is probably a pretty big seller. I think that there's evidence to back that up, but not that I have the sales figures.
Yeah, bust it open. I'm kind of, my attention span's going on. Oh, here we go again, kids.
This is the last of their lineup.
Right. He's pulling this one on me again. Actually, this one is pretty good. It's not something I want to drink all the time. But, wow, it says IPA on it. I did not detect this being an IPA. This just I've never had an IPA that tastes like tea.
That's why I tried to like play it cool when you start talking about amber ales. I was like,
Oh, well, did we all see the color of it?
yeah, but some IPAs would be orange, like this wall back here, you know.
I'm not sure what's going on with these walls.
I asked my daughter, she picked the color.
Oh, she was what?
13,
And how old is she now?
29.
Oh yeah,
29.
we're gonna paint these walls. These walls are right. Do you think at 29 she would have still approved the orange walls?
She probably would have changed, but I told her, I said, she picked the color at the store and then she got a bedspread that matched. And I said, you like loud, huh? So I didn't care. I didn't really care. All right, so
That's what makes someone mental.
anyway, it's part of the earth tones of the whole house because I've got earth tones, and this is like orange clay, like you would see in Mississippi. So yeah, it's a kind of.
Yeah.
I've seen dirt redder than this.
This is not red.
I know, but I've seen it orange.
This is the color of a navel orange. That's about right.
Nah, those are more yellow. Anyway.
Okay. It's the color of an orange M&M then.
Anyway, so you were shocked by this, but I bought a 6-pack of this for $4.99. And that's a good deal these days.
Yeah. Well, I got a case of something not too long ago for 12.
Okay. So I thought I was accomplishing something.
Damn, I was gonna bring some over too.
Okay.
God.
So Les Bon Ton Lait, a very interesting Wisconsin-produced, they say India Pale Ale, and we're going to end this review by saying.
Oh man, I gotta dispute whether it's an India Pale Ale or not.
We're going to end this review by saying y'all go to Monroe, Wisconsin, and tour
Well, hold on a second.
the Rhinelander Brewery, or Joseph Huber, whatever they call it this week.
Don't you think that the label IPA has been getting thrown around as the
Well, everything's an IPA now.
in a broad term?
You got black IPAs, which is really a hoppy brown ale, dark brown ale. So we're not calling anything an IPA, you know?
Wouldn't you say that was a hopped up kind of like amber ale?
To me, it's more like a hopped up Belgian style amber ale. To me.
To me,
An American IPA,
I've had several beers that we tasted that had the tea effect going on, which this definitely has going on. Have you ever had an IPA that tastes like that?
No.
Right. So let's think about what beers normally taste like tea and look like tea and pour like tea.
Yeah. I would rather have this than a lot of these other ones that have been having.
Yeah,
It tastes
I
like
like that.
fruit.
I'm not disputing this. This is a good beer. I'm thinking A- is a really generous score on it, considering the label. When you showed me it was an IPA, I was like, wait a minute, this is not an IPA.
It could be a style
It does not taste
issue.
like an IPA. It tastes like a really good amber ale.
Okay.
Even the hops are kind of like,
Low.
yeah.
It's got a good date.
It's like you said, the ABV and the even the IBUs are too high. Hey guys, thanks for putting another great beer in something that's got a bad label on it.
It was made on the 97th day
Thanks.
of this year, which would have been the 97th
You say
day.
this is like contract beer?
They make it for Trader Joe's.
Oh well, there you go. There's no standard. It's not like King of Beers.
Trader Joe's website claims that this is made extremely carefully, according to their strict standards. And that's what they said. And you can read the website. So anyway, we got to get going. Thanks for watching
We
this
could
video
actually
production.
call this Kool-Aid.
Thanks.
Because you drink it.